Harriet Tubman. The life of Harriet Tubman. Her real name was Araminta Harriet Ross. She was born in 1820 in Dorchester County, Maryland. She died on March 10, 1913 in Auburn, New York. She was a civil rights activist. She was best known for escaping slavery to become an abolitionist, and she led hundreds of slaves to freedom through the Underground Railroad. Tubman was born into enslaved parents. Physical violence was daily for her and her parents. She has scars from a time when she was lashed 5 times before breakfast. One time a slave left a field without permission, and the slave's master demanded Tubman to hold back the slave. She refused, and the master threw a 2-pound brick to her head. She lived with severe headaches, seizures, and narcoleptic episodes the rest of her life. She married a black man named John Tubman. Harriet escaped slavery in 1849 to Philadelphia by using the Underground Railroad. She eventually guided her family and 60 others to freedom. Harriet rerouted the Underground Railroad to Canada when the Fugitive Slave Law was passed. She also helped John Brown when he was recruiting supporters for an attack on Harper's Ferry. Tubman worked as a cook and nurse for a Union Army during the Civil War. She then became an armed scout and spy. William H. Seward sold Tubman land in Auburn, New York. In 1869, she married Nelson Davis, a Civil War vet, and they adopted a baby girl named Gertie. She never was financially stable. Friends and supporters raised money for her. She had brain surgery at Boston, Massachusetts General Hospital, and she eventually died with pneumonia. This is the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad was a network of people, homes, and hideouts that slaves in the South used to escape freedom in the North and Canada. The Underground Railroad. The South lost 10,000 slaves between 1810 and 1850. The system was even used in railroading. The homes and businesses where slaves would rest and eat were called stations and depots and were run by station masters. The conductor, Harriet Tubman, was responsible for moving the slaves from one station to the next. This is the Harriet Tubman Memorials. The top left is in Harlem, New York, and then the middle top one is just a painting in like a garden, and then the top right is just like a documentary thingy on Harriet Tubman, and then the bottom one is her gravesite.